another question that I wanted to have or ask you is, let's say you have a product and you touched on this on a podcast I've recently watched. It was really, really good, but all of a sudden it just kind of slows down or it starts tanking, and you're trying to figure out like, okay, should I take this off? But I see that there's still search volume for it, so that means that there's still demand, and I'm past the honeymoon phase. I've been selling for 6 or 8 months. What are like 2 to 3 things that sellers can do to maybe resurrect that product to get it up and going again? And what things should they look for with their competitors if they're seeing, okay, well, that competitor is still killing it, like there has to be a reason. Like, what questions am I not asking towards that listing that's not helping me do as well as them, if that makes sense?
Yeah. So I mean, there's just a million different data points that you can do. And guys, you can check, go to Serious Sellers Podcast and our helium10.com/podcast. And you can find that episodes he's talking about. Just type in like Project X and product resurrect, something like that. It'll probably show it. But a couple of things I brought out was, especially on the keyword side. All right. So hopefully, any of you new sellers out there, or if you've been selling for a while, hopefully from day one, you guys started tracking your keyword ranks. All right. So let me go ahead and find a product in here that I'm definitely tracking some keywords. Just a moment here. All right, here's one. Here's a coffin shelf, right? So if you know that a keyword was bringing you sales, probably it's been here in Keyword Tracker. And then what you want to do is you want to check, what's going on with that keyword. Have you lost your keyword ranks? Like, for example, let's go, I want to find the coffin shelf keyword. That was coffin shelf, not even here. Hold on, coffin shelf. Here it is right here. All right. So I can see, hey, it's still 5,000 search volume. And this is my most important keyword. But then I'm like, wait a minute, my rank is 13. And now, as you can see, I'm tracking a couple of competitors here. So what you want to do is you want to click into the history and see what's going on, right? Mine is the light blue one. And as you can see, I am behind my competitors. Like one guy, he's just consistently ranked #1. Another person is lately has been consistently ranked higher than me. But if you look even just a few weeks ago, we were kind of switching places. I can go back like 1 year and see what was going on, back in the day. Let's take a look here. There's a lot of history that it's going to pull up, but basically you want to kind of see, where did I go wrong? What started happening and when that I started losing my keyword rank. And so I can see look at all these keyword ranks here. You can see right around here. Let me see if I can zoom in to this time period. You can see I started falling off. I was kind of consistently in the top 10, and then maybe in February, now all of a sudden it seems like I can't get past position 10. So you got to kind of like go back and see what's going on. Another thing you could do is just go directly to the search results, and then you want to go at the competitor, at their level, and at the product level. This is the one who I'm tracking, and then see, maybe did they change their price at a certain period in time. Like obviously, look at that, he's $21, I'm 25. When did he do that? You could actually see in Helium 10 when they changed the price. For those of you guys who have the Diamond account, all of this stuff you're tracking. You kind of like don't want to wait until, oh wow, 6 months ago, like I just showed you, I lost my keyword ranks, and now I got to figure out how to get back. Like, you want to be kind of like actively tracking your competitor. So for example, right now in my dashboard now, what I'm doing is I'm tracking him and like my top other 4 competitors. Now, here's the metrics that I suggest tracking. And even before Helium 10 had this, Helium 10 has only had this probably for like 2 months or less. But these are all things that you would have been tracking like manually with Helium 10, like in other tools. But now let me just show you guys. Here's my top 5 competitors. And here's that one. I'm tracking their price. So like if they change their price, I'm going to actually get a notification up here. I turned on this notification, something everybody should do. Turn on the notification so you know if your competitor changes their price. If all of a sudden their sales goes way up or goes way down. What if they added a new variation, right? What if they have it? Look at this. He's running a 10% coupon on it right now.
Mm,
So sometimes you might want to, nobody runs, or usually people don't run permanent coupons, they just do temporary ones. So maybe you want to match their coupon. Like, all right, if they're going to run a 10% coupon, I don't want my listing to look differently in the search results. I'm going to run a 10% coupon. So these are all the things I'm tracking. And then in addition, the other things I'm going to start tracking is their keywords. Like maybe they're ranking for a keyword that I'm not. Well, I'm actually, instead of me having to go manually try and figure that out in Helium 10, it's going to give me this notification here that, hey, your competitor is ranking for this keyword. You probably should take a look at that. So these are all things that, maybe you're new to this and you have been tracking this stuff. Well, yeah, go in and look at your history and see if your competitors overtook you on a keyword. A lot of the times you'll find out, and you can see that in Keyword Tracker too, where it probably happened that you maybe took your foot off the gas on the advertising for that keyword, but your competitors were going hot and heavy on it, and they took over your organic position because of that. But if you're just starting out right now, or if you want to start on the right track, start tracking it actively on your dashboard, because now you don't have to go trying to play catch up like 2-3 months down the road. As soon as something happens, you'll kind of get a notification and be able to hopefully take action, whether that's raise a bid on a keyword, or make a new PPC campaign for a keyword you weren't even advertising, or maybe it's a keyword you don't even have in your listing. Now you go ahead and put it in your listing. Maybe you're updating an image. I mean, there's a million things you can do to try and get your momentum back.
right.
But just don't go blindly. Hey, yeah, let me just go ahead and change my image, right? No, don't do that. Like if you literally see that they updated their images and they've got some like lifestyle images, or some special kind of image that you didn't have, yeah, you should. Don't just drop your price without being able to tie their sales increase. You can actually do that with Helium 10. Say you could see their BSR history, and if all of a sudden they had a dip that coincides with a price increase or decrease, now you can like say, oh wow, that price increase or decrease actually had a role in their sales increase. So everything I would just suggest, guys, doing by data that is all available to you in Helium 10.
Cool. Yeah, I love that. I kind of started to do that where I think there was a time when I'll kind of go a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, I'll be honest, of not really looking at my products, but I found that just looking at a few data points every day, just taking 5 minutes will really keep you on top of your